Hey there everyone, this is Cow playing Super Mario Infinity for the bowling alley. Holy cow, is it humid up here in southern Quebec place. Oh man, anyways, Ludwig's castle. Apparently, Bowser trusts his son Ludwig enough to construct on the floating glacier some sort of skittle castle to be ruled by who I'm assuming is his eldest son. There's a whole nice decor here, the red carpet treatment with starlight and stuff and shinies and hard things, and that is lava. That is lava. That's a moving stone thing. I'm gonna continuously narrate everything that I'm seeing like some sort of vicious, insanitary speak and spell. Oh man, why am I having trouble here? There we go. This does not take no Jedi to cross. Why am I referring Jedi? That's not my usual corpus, however it's called, candy cane. It is not part of my usual candy cane. That's a pipe. My earpiece keeps sliding off my ear, kind of, because it's so freaking humid and disgusting. Arg! It's annoying. And here it appears that the red carpet treatment continues in the basement or the boiler room or whatever room has giant pipes duking out into the valley of death and zombies and subway stations. Yes, this is the Great Wizard subway station that was recycled into the apartments for Ludwig and his cronies. It's, well, you know, it's reuse, and reuse some more is the 3R of the Koopa army. I'd assume that most of my readership already knows this, since, you know, I kind of usually address to a rather, how can I say this? A rather, you know, knowledgeable fan base, so to speak, that, you know, understand the intricacies that happened to let Mario cross into a pipe and into a water-filled, what appears to be apartment, while there is absolutely zero bunny-shaped person around. That's kind of surprising. Also, it's fortunate that there is no electric outlet anywhere, because otherwise, well, that would explain why so many fishes have died for the Koopa cause. Because I'm not too sure. Probably fashion. Yeah, fashion has caused the death of many fish, boys and girls. You can trust someone like me on that, because I like to know stuff. That has got to be the most profound self-description I have ever given. Cow. I like to know stuff. I'm not too picky with said stuff. I mean, you can talk to me about the biology of a manticore, and gosh darn it, you can be sure that I'm going to pretend that I'm interested by saying yes and nodding. And possibly change my shirt around to better describe my mood. I'm not too sure why I do that, but this room has a low ceiling, so, and it's a very important room, as you can see. It was by far the hardest area in the whole game. I'm just so freaking awesome at it that it looked easy. I make things look easy all the time. Yeah, I'm totally not saying totally not a lot for no reason. And also, I don't know, I'm not too sure where I was going with that. This is one of the more awkward rooms in Ludwig's abode. It is where he likes to hide his snake collection, but apparently he escaped, like his one snake that makes his collection escape, so it's all empty and full of spikes instead, you know, just to pretend that there is in fact something here, and it is not Russian propaganda. Of course not. What kind of insanity do you think this is? Things are different degrees of sanity, apparently. Oh man, come on, that's oh god. Oh no, why is this part hard? Since when is SMI to speak like the cool kids out there? Since when is this game hard? Apparently the second one is pretty freaking hard, and I'm kind of curious to see. A good thing I got the red switch, or else I'd have to do these little tiny jumps, and God knows I wouldn't be able to do that. Whoa, I need to watch out here. This is subway train to hell. It's almost like the nature trail of the same name, only it's more automated and you don't learn how to cook porcupines. That's a shame. More kids should know how to cook porcupines. It's an important part in modern bureaucracy. No, we don't live in a meritocracy. We live in a... Whoa! I almost entered in this flailing giant symbol that suspiciously does not look like mace, but rather like the symbol for Radio-Canada. Quebec people might understand what I'm saying here. They might. There's a little rail thing, but without a jeep. That's awesome. That is awesome indeed. Let's charge forward into emptiness. Here it's written a hidden message. It says, "Hey there, guy." Yeah, it's a very complex message. I had to study etymology for 13 years in order to properly comprehend what was going on. I don't like where this is going. What the hell? Am I supposed to fly or what? Okay. I am utterly confused and delicious. Wow. Maybe I can fly up here? No. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Anything in there? Okay. I don't get it. So this would lead me back here. I doubt very much that I can keep my... I can keep my momentum up there. Boy, this is weird. I'm not a big fan of weird thing. I can go back up there. Did the rails or whatever came back in this corner of the world? Apparently not. Oh, there's something up there though. Something up there, there's a springboard. A springboard into our hearts and yogurt containers. Oh, I should know that is where the yogurt was hidden. It's always in the springboard. Always, always, always. And here I am always looking in the stove or in the cacti. Nope. I'm just being my silly willy guy person. This is okay. Well, that's the part with a lot of pipes up there in the ceiling. Make note of that if you're ever trapped among, whoa, choreographed wimps. Choreographed wimps. There's where normally you'd bounce upon stuff and kinda screwed everything over, so I'm kinda doing it properly anyway. The only part I skipped was actually like the easiest part there. Freaking guy. Why does electricity slash fire have eyes? What? How and what? Seriously. I mean, a barrel that would spin in the air and launch you into the sky, I'm ready to accept, but a living lightning bulb, electricity ball, you know, I don't know. That's going a bit too far for my taste. This is not fairy tale theater. I mean, come on. Guar 3K1 once made fun of Mario games because they were like, oh, it's all fairy tales and the hopping and Italians, and God knows Italians are. Whoa! Oh, yeah. It made me laugh, in case you couldn't tell. I know my laugh is very subtle. Oh, that's not a good sign. Running upon Ludwig's sort of garden. He's not a very good gardener. There's a whole bunch of pebbles floating in the air and they fall down all the time, and it's a safety issue. And yes, one heck of a castle. Hey, we're back up here. It's like the garden place. It's all this potted plants, Cheerios. Let's go to the doctor. What? Not too sure. I went from Cheerios to doctor. I don't recall having ever had lethal encounters with Cheerios. Am I going back in time here? This is suspiciously similar to something we have already encountered. Rewind, rewind. let's explore this part more thoroughly, if you don't mind, because I have a feeling I was going in circles there. Let's see here. Pipe, pipe, pipe. What? It was sending me back. I can't go back there? Wait. Because it was sending me back. Unless something changed in the future, or I misconstrued something. That's possible. Oh man. Okay, well this puts a spike plug into my little mirth here. Alright, okay, so assuming that this is not going back, and that it doesn't indeed lead somewhere. Only one way to see, I guess. Maybe it's just similar to look similar, but in fact it's hiding something more nefarious. It is a golf game. Freaking earpiece, God. Now my voice volume is going to vary all the time. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be freaking awesome. Riding, 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 riding. I sure am riding forward. This video's lasting super long, 'cause this level is way too big. Aye. Come on, dude. I totally solved this earlier, but I need to do it again. And there's gonna be the part with the red switch. Yup. And where's that platform go? Freaking, there we go. Oh man. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Gives me the impression that I may have missed something in the past, but what? I'm pretty sure I've done everything. Whoa, but this star is new? Question. Okay, it's someplace new. I don't know what's going on. If you've been taking back to where you already were, you can use this pipe to take you back to the start and avoid looping again. What? Wait, what? If you've been taking back to where you already were, you can use this pipe to take you back to the start and avoid looping again. Is this like the literal start, or was this just a trap? Or... oh, freaking hell? Oh, freaking hell? This is the same freaking thing. What is going on here? Or is it? This is new. This is what? This is what? No. It's like a dramatic pause or something. Ha! Bowser knew you were coming. Surprised me with the best weapons of all. Ha! Ludwig. Well, okay. Well, I'm utterly confused. So that's good. It's a good start, I guess. This is like the big pause I was talking about, I guess. Walking down the alley. There's no. Well, there's a column. There's a big door. Oh man, there was psychological warfare going. Whoa! There has been additions to your home, Mr. Ludwig. Your room has been modified, enhanced, if you will. But I bet you're still as... oh, fungus. Well, like your brethren, you probably take less hits to hit. Still, it could have been harder-ish. Oh boy. Actually, being small will help me in this here area, I guess, because this hurdle thing is going to be less of a hurdle. Man, this... no! Oh, freaking hell. Freaking hell! This is not fair. There has been clear rules dictated in the Super Mario World mythos concerning bosses, and you have destroyed them all. I'm not too sure which rule exactly I'm talking about, but gosh darn it, it's there. I shall grab my halberd axe spear thingy and make you rue the day that we've somehow ended up inside a cave. somehow. Not too sure how that works. Galactic Glacier is no longer under the peril of Bowser's minion, now that Ludwig has been defeated. Only Bowser remains, but where could he be hiding? Perhaps the natives know? Ah, like I care, God. All that I care about is that World 7 has been accomplished, and soon we're gonna step into World 8, and it's gonna be filled with butterflies and subway stations, some more, because you can't have Mario without having subways. This is Raocow playing Mario Infinity. Join me next time for Mario X World and a whole bunch of nougaty deliciousness.